DJ Draper back here with another episode of the AWF Insider. We hope you're all staying cool this summer in the upper Midwest as the action of the American Wrestling Federation heats up. And our next live event is coming at you from Glenville, Minnesota this Saturday night, July 24th for a 6 p.m. bell time from Bubba's Bar and Grill down in Glenville. It is Weekend at Bubba's. Things are going to get hardcore as the Renaissance Ricky Noren takes on Damon Spriggle. And something we've never seen before in the AWF, Skips takes on Super Thunder Frog, and get this, a funhouse match. MIW Heavyweight Champion Downtown Petey Brown puts his title on the line against Nick the Natural Nelson. And making his return to the AWF is a fixture from the company in the early part of the last decade, Aaron Corbin making his return. He hails from nearby Albert Lee, Minnesota, and he'll be on hand to issue an open challenge. Now, if you saw us in our last big event from Ashby, Minnesota, you saw Brandon Gore defeat AWF Heavyweight Champion Kyle Pro. However, it was by countout, so unfortunately for Gore, the title did not change hands. Now, this time, Kyle Pro won't be able to escape, as he will be going toe-to-toe with Brandon Gore in a chain match. No opportunity this time for Kyle Pro to use that count-out rule as a crutch, as both competitors will be connected by a chain. Don't miss it. Kyle Pro versus Brandon Gore for the AWF Heavyweight title in a chain match. Now, as we do every time here on the AWF Insider, let's hear from some of our superstars as they preview Weekend at Bubba's.
What's that? Oh, okay. Skits wants me to tell you, Super Thunder Frog, that you are in a world of hurt. Right.
Are you gonna let me talk now?
Sorry.
Super Thunder Frog, you haven't met me before, but my name is Skits. And you see, you're going toe-to-toe with me in a funhouse match. Enough. You see, July 24th, at the Weekend at Bubba's, AWF is about to get a little darker. You see, I am going to victimize and dismember you in front of all these people. And there's not a thing that you can do about it.
Wowee, I did not see you there. July 24th, Glenville, Minnesota, Bubba's Bar and Grill. Super Thunder Frog is coming back to the AWF. And I heard there's an evil, smelly, creepy clown that pulls balloons out his butt. Well, you know something? I don't like that. I don't like clowns. I don't like tricks. So I'm going to bring my hammer all the way to Glenville, and I'm going to make that clown wish he never, ever, ever wished me happy birthday again. See you in Glenville. Bubba, baby, yeah!
You're in Ashby, Minnesota with the MIW champion here in the AWF, defending this title tonight in a different company against a very game Trevor Outlaw. But as we know, Petey, you have held title gold before, the TV title, and you have always been a fighting champion. And we know after tonight, you number one contender following that fatal four-way, Nick the Natural Nelson. What's going through your mind as you have that target on your back from Nick Nelson yet again?
Nick Nelson. It had to be Nick Nelson. We are combined at the hip. He's been a thorn in my side since I joined AWF, whether it be an AWF title or my MIW title. We're always going to be clashing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But guess what, Nick? Spoiler. When you and I fight, You might beat me, you might knock me down, but in the end, I am always the champion, Nick. And that's how it's gonna go. Yeah.
I don't think so, Mr. Brown! Hell, right there! Come on! Huh? You wanna talk about titles, huh? Huh? I'm the #1 contender! Next week is a submission match, Mr. Brown, 24th. That's what you're gonna be looking at. Get on my face.
Come to the Spriggle Dojo. Master the art of CDK, Catch, Death, and King's Road Wrestling. Learn the styles of famous Japanese wrestlers such as Shinya Hashimoto and Issei Sagawa. The Spriggle Dojo, located at the Quick Trip parking lot, because that's the only place you learn anything in this business.
It's in there with Joey Jet Avalon.
I think he's going to be over his head because Joey Avalon is no stranger to getting hardcore.
Well, that is to be determined if he...
Hardcore. Speaking of, maybe it's time I step away from the commentary booth and I show everybody what I do. I don't know if they realize what it's like to see someone suffer for art. But who? Weekend at Bubba's. We can make it a weekend at Bernie's. Weekend at... I know. Damon Spriggles. A weekend at the Spriggle Dojo. This sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Are you ready, AWF? Ricky Norton suffers for art. Now it's your turn.
Don't you wrestle this weekend?
I am Damon Spriggle, the most humble wrestler in the entire world. And I have a decree.
What's that?
I'm too humble to cut my own promo.
Hey, you! Get over here.
Cut my promo.
July 24th, Glenville, Minnesota, 6 p.m. The most humble professional wrestler, Damon Spriggle, takes on the hardcore legend, Ricky Norton, in a hardcore match. Ricky Norton, prepare to be humbled by the humble.
We got a lot of drinks. We got a captain. We get some Captain Coke. We get some Cargo.
All right, DJ Draper here. Of course, find these two fellas at the bar. NDS rolling with the punches, defeating not one but two tag teams here in Ashby, Minnesota. The momentum seemingly never stops for Levy Cruz and Riley Jackson. NDS.
Heck no, it don't, DJ, because you know better than anyone that NDS just gets flying higher and higher and higher. And we'll always be the kings of the Midwest, especially right here in AWF. We even got ourselves a couple imaginary tag team belts. But bro, I think August
tag belts. We said we were gonna win this match, and then we wanted our list of demands. Tony DiNucci, tag team championships.
But bro, I really think on August 7th, our next show that we have for AWF, we're gonna get pretty lucky and actually get them belts.
That's right, because it is at Diamond Joe's Casino, and NDS is feeling lucky, like we were finally gonna have our tag team championships. And even if we don't, it doesn't matter, because we are still the wrong crowds your parents warned you about. We are still Riley Jackson, we are still Levy Cruz, and we are still NDS, your uncrowned tag team champions. So, whoever's next, as long as it's not Northern Force, because we don't need them, they're not on NDS's level.
Never on NDS's.
We'll take them on. And then we're gonna have some drinks.
And then we're gonna do what we always do, baby.
And that is party. Ain't that right, DJ?
Well,
that is right, DJ.
Might see you fellas at the dice table at Diamond Joe on August 7th, but flying high in the AWF, it's NDS.
Coming up in just a few short weeks, in Glenville, Minnesota at Bubba's Bar, the AWF comes to town. When I saw that was happening, I made a quick phone call to the people that run the AWF, and I said, this is Aaron Corbin, I want on that show. Glenville is my backyard. I raised my family right up the road in Albert Lea. I work in Albert Lea, and I'm going to be on that show. And they said, Aaron, absolutely. And I was thrilled, but then they kind of dropped the hammer and said, we think you should lay out an open challenge for a Glenville street fight. So I had to think about it for a minute. I said, I'll call you right back. So then I went on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and some other social media. And I went and looked at a couple of the guys on the AWF roster, and I saw them talking bad and being disappointed that they would have to wrestle in Glenville, Minnesota at Bubba's Bar. They started saying that the people of southern Minnesota are lazy and aren't tough. Well, boys, you can say a lot of stuff. Lord knows in my ears I've said some stuff to people. What you're not going to do is talk bad about southern Minnesota. You're not going to talk bad about the people of southern Minnesota. They are hard-working, blue-collar people. It doesn't matter if they're a salesperson, if they run a grocery store, if they are a kitchen remodeler, or if they sit in a crusher and shovel rock for 70-plus hours a week. You see the people of southern Minnesota, whether you are man, woman, child, gender neutral, binary, whatever you identify as. When you are from southern Minnesota, you identify as tough. So the open challenge is laid out. Someone answer the call, and we will prove to you that southern Minnesota don't raise no punks. See you soon, boys.
Once again, AWF action coming at you from Glenville, Minnesota this Saturday for Weekend at Bubba's. 6 o'clock bell time, tickets available at the door. $10 for adults. Kids 9 and under, you get in free. Be sure to check out our Facebook page frequently for more information on this event. We'll see you Saturday in Glenville, and we'll see you next time here on the AWF Insider.